Disney Plus's latest Star Wars series Obi-Wan Kenobi has been nothing but a pure delight to many, especially since we've seen Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen reprise their iconic roles. But aside from these two, we also saw Liam Neeson return as Qui-Gon Jinn, which got a lot more fans excited. For today's episode, we're sharing with you the real reason why Liam Neeson returned to Star Wars Obi-Wan, so make sure you keep watching for more. In an interview, Liam Neeson explains why he returned to Star Wars Obi-Wan. The finale of Obi-Wan Kenobi contained a pleasant surprise, with a sizable Jedi cameo nearly taking the spotlight despite the hints pointing to their appearance. Liam Neeson, who plays Qui-Gon Jinn, has now revealed that he was the Force Ghost and shed some insight on why he returned to the Star Wars universe after years of stating he was good to be done with it all as Disney Plus subscribers wait for news of a potential Season 2 or any follow-up. Liam Neeson discussed his live-action-ish comeback as a Force Ghost in Obi-Wan Kenobi's closing moments in an interview with THR. Qui-Gon Jinn, Liam Neeson's wise mentor character, had his film debut and ultimately passed away in Star Wars The Phantom Menace. Neeson gave several explanations for why he returned to the job, one of which concerned his previous co-star Ewan McGregor. "I certainly didn't want anyone else playing Qui-Gon Jinn, and I wanted to show my respect for George Lucas and that mythical world that he created. Plus, Ewan is a pal, and I loved working with him during The Phantom Menace 25 years ago." The actor made it clear that he didn't want another actor to take on the role of Qui-Gon Jinn, and fortunately for him, it doesn't seem like Star Wars and Disney executives were eager to talk about replacements either. In the course of the 6-episode series, Obi-Wan Kenobi repeatedly begged the actor to play the character, and he finally appeared to him as a Force Ghost. It established the foundation for a prospective return should Obi-Wan Kenobi have another season, and gave viewers their first glimpse of Qui-Gon as a Force Ghost in a live-action setting. However, it's difficult to picture Liam Neeson playing a more significant role in the plot should Obi-Wan Kenobi return for a second season than his brief appearance in Obi Epilogue. Juan's Alec Guinness only had a brief cameo as a Force Ghost in The Empire Strikes Back, and a little under 2.5 minutes in Return of the Jedi during the original Star Wars trilogy. Granted, Guinness presumably had no problems with that. If there are prospects for him to return, perhaps Neeson's Force Ghost could command a little bit more screen time, given that the powers that be in Star Wars are experimenting with a lot of different things in this new period. Also, keep in mind that now that Liam Neeson is back in the Star Wars universe as Qui-Gon Jinn, there is always the possibility of a new prequel series focused entirely on his Jedi persona. If it is something that is being considered, Neeson is one of the few people who can confirm it. Yet when questioned about his role in Obi-Wan Kenobi before the airing of the final episode, he wasn't exactly clear with it. In light of this, the best we can do is wait and watch whether he will reunite with McGregor should additional episodes for Obi-Wan Kenobi be released, or if Qui-Gon Jinn may make a different kind of comeback to Star Wars. For the Darth Vader moments alone, Obi-Wan Kenobi is well worth rewatching and is currently accessible on Disney Plus. We're crossing our fingers for future adventures with the character and perhaps even news about Reva's current whereabouts after her story arc. So Obi-Wan Kenobi was originally conceptualized as a miniseries, but still, fans can't help but ask for more. Is there a chance the series will bag a Season 2? As far as we know, there's an exciting rumor surrounding the series that's keeping our hopes up. Are you curious to know what it is? Keep on watching to find out more. Officially speaking, Obi-Wan Kenobi has been portrayed as a one-and-done event, meaning that after these final 3 episodes air, this particular chapter in a galaxy far, far away will come to a close. The future of Obi-Wan Kenobi on Disney Plus is, however, predicted to be bright, which is excellent news for a new Star Wars character as well. Making Star Wars has learned that Ewan McGregor's Jedi Master will appear more frequently on Disney Plus as a result of Obi-Wan Kenobi breaking records for the streaming service. It's not yet clear whether the upcoming episodes will be referred to as Obi-Wan Kenobi Season 2 or something else. In any case, this choice has also given Moses Ingram's Reva, also known as the Third Sister Inquisitor, a new chance at life. Several sources claim that Reva's fate has been altered from the original plot, which called for Darth Vader to murder her after this first batch of Obi-Wan Kenobi episodes. If this information is true, Reva will now live and appear in the upcoming Obi-Wan Kenobi starring Disney Plus story. However, it's not known if any material was reshot to reflect this change in the story's direction. We won't give away any of the hints that Making Star Wars provided regarding the direction Reva's story will go in the second part of Obi-Wan Kenobi. Just be be aware that, other than Reva's demise at Vader's hands being scrapped, nothing else is anticipated to change in the ending of Obi-Wan Kenobi Season 1. Obi-Wan Kenobi, which takes place 10 years after Revenge of the Sith, depicts the titular character being called away from Tatooine to save Princess Leia Organa from the Empire's hands. Reva set up the young girl's abduction to get Obi-Wan's attention. It didn't take long for Hayden Christensen's on-screen and James Earl Jones's voice Darth Vader to join the search for his former pupil, which resulted in the final seconds of Part 3's lightsaber duel, which ended with the Sith Lord lighting Obi-Wan on fire. Obi-Wan barely avoided being burnt to a crisp like Anakin Skywalker was back on Mustafar because of the intervention of Indira Varma's Tala, but it's a safe guess that this won't be the last time these two cross paths until A New Hope. While Moses Ingram has sadly had to deal with racist criticism for her performance, Reva hasn't had any trouble standing out in the narrative because she has made it her top aim to capture Ewan McGregor's character at all cost. At least Reva fans now have a slim chance of seeing her journey continue, even if she does wind up provoking Darth Vader's wrath in this second part of Obi-Wan Kenobi. Don't be shocked if Reva appears in future Star Wars books or comic book series, along with whatever form the upcoming series of Obi-Wan Kenobi-led adventures ultimately takes. So, assuming there's a Season 2 for Obi-Wan Kenobi, there are a variety of storylines that the show could work with. Heck, fans are already clamoring with ideas and sharing them online. But so far, one of the best plots for Season 2 is to take Obi-Wan Kenobi to Mandalore. Obi-Wan Kenobi Season 1's major issue, dealing with personalities and events that are too closely related to A New Hope, would be avoided by having Kenobi travel to a far-off yet significant planet. This would also pay off Obi-Wan's personal connection with the Mandalore. To make its tale work, Obi-Wan Kenobi extended the Star Wars canon, yet it was unable to escape certain obvious Star Wars retcons. The most important of these is proving that Leia and Kenobi were close friends long before the famous "Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi" message. Other important Star Wars retcons would be inevitable if Obi-Wan Kenobi Season 2 keeps emphasizing Tatooine and characters like Luke and Leia. On the other side, in Mandalore, Obi-Wan Kenobi Season 2 would have the opportunity to create a fresh, thrilling Obi-Wan story that does not always feature Darth Vader and the Empire. Given that it featured so many characters from the original trilogy, Obi-Wan Kenobi felt way too predictable. If Season 2's plot is set in Mandalore, this issue might be resolved. Plus, if Season 2 did push through with Mandalore, it would be fixing the show's villain problem. A significant villain issue would arise in a prospective Obi-Wan Kenobi Season 2. Given that it remained unclear whether Obi-Wan and Vader did meet between Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope, choosing Darth Vader as the Obi-Wan Kenobi Season 1 enemy was already a difficult decision. Obi-Wan Kenobi proves that not only did he and Darth Vader interact before A New Hope, but they also engaged in 2 battles. It would be considerably trickier to bring Darth Vader back as the antagonist of Obi-Wan Kenobi Season 2, and doing so may weaken the significance of the character's experience on the Death Star. Similar to how the Inquisitors seeking Obi-Wan in Season 2 of Obi-Wan Kenobi would feel like a repeat of Season 1. Finally, Darth Maul is another Star Wars villain who is frequently linked to Obi-Wan, but Maul is ineffective as the antagonist for Obi-Wan Kenobi Season 2 because Star Wars Rebels has covered the events leading up to their ultimate showdown. The next best enemies for Obi-Wan Kenobi Season 2 would be Mandalorians, because there aren't enough Force-sensitive characters to use as foes. After the Clone Wars, the Empire took control of Mandalore, but various Mandalorian factions continued to exist on the planet, on its moon Concordia, and throughout the galaxy. With that, we're ending today's video about Obi-Wan. Thanks for watching today's episode, and before you go, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to our channel with the notification bell on. We'll see you again next time.